Here at Visiting Angels, we host these coffee chats every third Wednesday of the month to bring you valuable insights, practical tips, and conversations to make real difference in your life. Today's topic is, of course, something we could all use a little more of: financial peace of mind. Now, I'm thrilled to introduce our speaker, someone who knows the ins and outs of helping people simplify and manage their finances. And our speaker has been a daily money manager for nearly a decade, right? And she currently leads the business development and client relations at Everyday Money Management. That's not all. She's also a certified attorney and a seasoned financial literacy educator with a passion for helping elders and families make sense of their financial world. Now, here's a fun fact. She's not just, her expertise isn't just professional. She's also a multitasker extraordinaire. She's volunteering and now as a president of the American Association of Daily Money Managers. So how's that? She's making a difference everywhere she goes, right? All right. So whether you're looking for tips to manage your finances or hoping to help a loved one stay on top of theirs, our speaker is here to share her wisdom. Let's give a warm welcome to our speaker today, Sharon Zissman.
So thank you, Dexter. I really appreciate the introduction. As Dexter said, I'm Sharon Zissman. My background is an attorney. I worked for many years at the FDIC, and then about 10 years ago, I transitioned and became the Director of Business Development and Client Relations at Everyday Money Management. So what is a daily money manager? We are someone who helps people with their finances. I had a prospective client ask me or say to me, I don't need somebody daily. Well, that's okay. We sometimes talk to our clients every day, but most of the time we're seeing them on a weekly basis or twice a month, sometimes once a month. It really depends on their needs, but we're helping them with their papers and their finances. And I am with a company called Everyday Money Management. So we're founded in 2006. We are one of the largest firms in the country. We have 22 daily money managers, and we serve mostly in the Montgomery County, Maryland area, Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., and in the Berkshires. We also do help clients remotely, so we do have clients over in other parts of the country. And all our daily money managers, they're all professionals. They all have a passion for helping people. They pay attention. They like paying attention to detail and organizing. And they are very anxious to help people who need help with their finances. So who do we help? We have over 200 clients, and about 80% of our clients are senior citizens. They no longer feel comfortable working on their finances. They could be anxious. They could have some physical or some mental incapacity. And either them or their families really would love the peace of mind of having a daily money manager help them. The other 20% are mostly busy professionals, people with working or busy with their families, and they would just feel better at having somebody else monitoring their accounts, paying their bills, helping them with insurance claims. And so they look to get a daily money manager to assist them. And we partner with professionals. We get a lot of referrals from other professionals like those visiting angels, and we do partner with them. We work with financial advisors, estate attorneys, CPAs, care managers who have clients who see that they are struggling with their finances and in other kind of tasks and think that they could benefit from a daily money manager. So how do we help? So we help by helping mostly, in many areas, but bill management is a big part of what we do. We make sure that their bills are paid, and we document them. We check to see what bills are on auto pay or are paid by check. We help streamline the bill pay system. We check to see if they're paid monthly or quarterly or annually. We document them being paid to make sure that none are paid twice and none are skipped. We also track them and make sure that there's, enough finances in their accounts, and that if there's consolidations can be done, we do that. With mail management, we're helping gather the mail. We're making sure that solicitations and junk mail are disposed of, and we prioritize what mail needs to be taken care of. If there's a bill that needs to get paid, we make sure that gets paid. And then we take some other any other action items. For example, if a car needs to be registered, we prioritize what it is that needs to be done, and we organize their mail for them. Tax organization is a big service that we do provide. And now we're getting into tax season. So at tax time, we gather tax documents. We help fill out an organizer. We get documents from this. We collect the documents that come in, 1099s. We provide them to the CPA, and we prepare an itemization. If the client takes a standard deduction, then we just provide that information to the accountant. But if they itemize, we're collecting the information that they have, like their charitable contributions, any other document, medical expenses, out-of-pocket medical expenses, anything that they might need to create a list of expenses that they have that could go to where they can get a deduction. And then also during taxes, we are making sure that they pay their estimated taxes and that they have their e-filing forms filled out and get back to the accountant with that kind of information. With insurance claims, we help them with the long-term care claims if they need to file that, if they have some kind of damage to their home, let's say some water damage, they may need to file a claim. We can help them with that. With expenses, we can track their expenses, income and expenses. We create reports for them on a monthly basis, and we're documenting what income that they have and what expenses are. And some of our clients, they don't realize where their money's going. And so they may need to know or would like to know how much are they spending on shopping or on entertainment, or if they have multiple homes, how much is a particular home costing them? And so we can track their income and expenses in Quicken and give them monthly reports. For data security, we're making sure that our clients' data is safe. We're checking that their passwords are in a password system, that a management system that is safe. We're giving them reminders that their data, that they shouldn't give out personal information like Social Security numbers or bank account numbers. And then we're also making sure that the data that we collect from them is kept secure. So we use a LastPass as a password management system. We also make sure that our computers are up to date and have safe security systems in them, so that we do two-factor authentication and just make sure that the data that we collect from our clients is secure. And then we do some financial reporting. We also, if a client is an employee and needs to file an unemployment report, we can get that data and provide that to any services that need that. We also do other kind of paperwork. Some of our clients have boxes of memorabilia that needs to be sorted, and we're happy to help our clients through that process. And obviously, file organization. We are happy to work with our clients with their own filing system. If they have a file cabinet, we're happy to put the paper that they'd like to keep in the system that they have. But if they don't have one, we're happy to set up a system. And we work with the client to make sure that they are comfortable with how we file their documents. We don't want them to not know where to look for something. And so we might, if, for example, if they have a car and they have a repair bill and it's a Toyota, we might say, okay, how would you like that filed? Do you want it under C for car, A for auto, or T for Toyota? So we are happy to work with our clients in managing their finances in their filing system. We also do some other kinds of, there's also other ways that we do help. We can help with a client who may need to move out of a home. Some of our clients have been in their homes for 40+ years. They have lots of paper. We can do paper cleanouts for them. we help them with estate sales or getting appraisers in. I had one client who was needed to had a lot of investments and was using up his investments, wanted to stay in his home, but was running out of those finances. And so we helped him get a reverse mortgage. Some of our clients, particularly as they get older, if they're not driving anymore, they may need to donate or sell a car. We help with that. And we also help with estates. We have clients who, where there's one spouse who may be ill and unable to continue on with the helping with the finances, and the other spouse didn't take on that role, had never had that role, and so we can go in and help. Or if that spouse who was responsible for finances, if they pass, then we are able to help with the estate. We're able to help the executors if they have life insurance policies that need to be filed for, or if they we need to send out death notifications, close accounts. We can help with those kinds of activities if there is an estate involved. Any questions so far?
Oh yes, we have one, yeah. What's the compensation model for the money manager?
We charge by the hour. It's $150 an hour. There's no set number of hours that someone needs to work with us, or no set number of months that someone needs to contract with us. It's as long as the daily money manager and the client sees that it's a fit. Some daily money managers do charge a flat fee. We have a few clients that we charge a flat fee for on a monthly basis, but most of our clients we are charging by the hour.
Here's a follow-up. One person does all the tasks mentioned? Question mark, specialist, question mark.
So yes, all of our clients are assigned a daily money manager, and that is their main point of contact. If there is some task that a particular daily money manager is not that familiar with, might be new to them, then there's always someone else in our firm who's likely to have had that experience, and they can refer or consult with one of our other daily money managers. But yes, all our daily money managers are trained so that they can provide all of the services that I've mentioned. So one of the benefits of having a daily money manager and using everyday money management is that we collect documentation about our clients and put it into a whole life list. This is an example of one of the services that we do provide. There is no charge, and anyone who is listening, you're welcome to go to our website, Everyday Money Management, and sign up to do the Whole Life List Challenge. And this challenge is to fill out a document with your information 1 month at a time. Some of our clients would prefer that would like some help with it. And if anyone is interested in wanting some help, you feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you fill this out. But for our clients, we do this with them. This program is over the course of a year, but with our clients, we are doing this as we help them with their other tasks over the course of several weeks and the first few months of our engagement. So in January, for example, we are collecting information, if you were to do this program, about the family and the friends. And so in that whole life list, that information is about you, your name, address, social security number, what your trusted contacts are, who your friends are, information about your pests. And we do collect information about your CPA and your financial advisor, your estate attorney, if you have care managers, service providers, and information like your passport and your driver's license. So all of that goes in the section about your personal information. We also collect information about your passwords. Some of our clients have passwords on stickies and in different places on their desks, and we try to get the clients to consolidate it. We keep our clients' passwords in a password vault called LastPass, If the client wants to keep passwords, also, we try to help make sure that they are in a safe place and not sitting and not left out around on a computer or on a desk where others can see them. In March, we collect information about taxes. We're actually starting it now because now we're right into tax season. But in income tax preparation, we're looking to gather tax documents, as I mentioned, getting the information if they are itemizing, the information that goes into an itemized spreadsheet. For some of our clients, if we are tracking their income and expenses, we do that often for a lot of clients in Quicken. If we're not tracking them in Quicken, then we will do it manually. So we'll take their bank statements and their credit card statements, and we'll go through them, and we'll see which items are those that are tax-related expenses, and that would include things such as charitable donations, out-of-pocket medical expenses. Next, we will be looking at their legal and financial service providers. So we're looking to see who that they have their estate documents in order, who is providing those services for them, who is their financial advisors or others that might be providing financial services for them. In May, we're gathering information about their medical providers and their health and life insurance and their long-term care insurance information. So we document who are their doctors, what their health insurance information is, if they have long-term care insurance or life insurance policies. We also gather information about their bills. As I mentioned, creating a bill list is one of the most important things that we do. We also help a client if they need to have a budget. If they have subscriptions and memberships, we're documenting that. It's very challenging sometimes for clients. They get bombarded with requests for renewing subscriptions or memberships, and it's not due for months and months into the future. And this way we can tell them that it's not due yet. You can wait on renewing that. Home services and property insurance. This is where we're documenting who their providers are, who provides them with lawn care and plumbing and electrical work, and what their insurance is on their properties. Final wishes. This is a difficult area for some of our clients. We do ask, and we think it's important for the family to collect what it is that someone would like at the end of their life. If they do have a funeral arrangements, if they have a plot, where it is, if they want to have something certain done during their funeral service, we ask about that. I had one client who knew what 10 songs he wanted played at his funeral, and so we had that documented. We also document information about their cars, art and jewelry, and other physical assets. For some of our clients, they have some very nice pieces of jewelry and artwork, and there are great stories about them. And so we can videotape them and document a story about them, make sure that they are, if there's something that they want to pass on to a particular person in their family, we can document that. And if there's making sure that there's sufficient insurance on any particular item. Unfortunately, what's going on in California with fires, it's a tragedy, of course. And if they do have some documentation, good documentation about their jewelry and other physical assets, it certainly helps in insurance claims. Charitable contributions. This is something that's important to gather. As I mentioned, for tax time, if you do itemize, we create a charitable contribution list. And some of our clients, they're not that sure if a particular charitable organization is reputable, and we can help look at through different sites. For example, Charity Navigator. We can look and see whether a certain charity is operating in a very high level. Some of the charities bring in a lot of money, but spend a lot of money on administrative expenses, and rather than furthering the purpose of their mission. And so we can help our clients determine whether or not some of the charities they're thinking about giving to are well run. And also, as I mentioned, the charitable, some of our clients think that they're giving to a charity, but it could be a political organization or one that is not a 501c3 and so wouldn't qualify as a charitable organization. We also collect, obviously, information about their finances, their assets, liabilities, and beneficiaries. So when we collect information about someone's assets, we're looking at what bank accounts they have, what investments they have, where they're held, how much is in it, and we're monitoring those accounts. And we also make sure that they have the right beneficiaries designated in association with that account. There could be a situation where a couple is married, a spouse is designated as a beneficiary on a policy or as an IRA beneficiary, and then they get divorced. The spouse might remarry and forget to name the new spouse as a beneficiary. That documentation that shows who the beneficiaries, that trumps what you have in your will or in any trust document. That beneficiary, i.e. that ex-first spouse, would be the one to get the money if that beneficiary hasn't been changed. Credit reports. We pull credit reports. It's a good way to check and see that the client's assets are and credit is what they know it to be or believe it to be. You can get a credit report for free at each of the 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and we can certainly help facilitate getting credit reports for our clients. Any questions about that? This, like I said, this Whole Life List is a program that everyone is welcome to do. You can go to our website, you can sign up for it. We fill this out, our Whole Life List, as a service as part of our normal services that we perform for our clients.
Hey, Sharon, there is a question. I'm going to piggyback off of Doug's question on that. He's asking, are the money managers insured and bonded? And then
Yes.
as a follow-up after that, I'm thinking in my mind, the clients are providing a lot of important information when you're talking with Social Security numbers and policies and things like that. Is there any type of non-disclosure or privacy agreement that you have the client sign to protect both parties involved?
So yes, all of our employees are bonded and insured. We carry a general liability policy, a professional liability policy, bond, and workers' comp as our levels of insurance. And we follow a code of ethics. It's something that's promulgated by the American Association of Daily Money Managers that includes keeping information confidential. And we, as I mentioned, we keep passwords of our clients secure in a LastPass vault. We use a digital filing system called ShareFile that's requires 2-factor authentication. So we do. We take enormous amounts of steps to secure our client's information, and everything that we do with our client is confidential unless they give us express written permission to talk to someone else. So we do have a document as part of our engagement documents that we ask the client to sign if they give us express written permission to talk to someone else. So for example, on that authorization for release of information form, we might include a CPA or an estate attorney or their financial advisor, their POA. We require our clients to give us the name of their power of attorney, even the young ones, because unfortunately something can happen to someone at any time. And so we need to know who it is that we can turn to if our client can no longer manage their finances, and that person would be whoever their power of attorney is. And like I said, everything we keep confidential unless they have given us express written permission to speak with someone.
And as a follow-up, since you brought up the power of attorney, that's important. Do you address that conversation having when you're talking about the final wishes? You know, a lot of times people are in a situation, I know in the home care business, if they can't make medical decisions for themselves or financial decisions for themselves, if they don't have a power of attorney in place, depending on the mental status sometimes. So do you have in part of your whole life list the conversation about the power of attorney for medical and financial and the most and all those type of things to get in place early, because that helps down the road when you're making crisis decisions.
Yes, we actually, in our initial meetings with our potential clients, we let them know that we need to know who their power of attorney is. Otherwise, we cannot take them on as a client. If they're in the process of getting one, or they commit to getting one in the next several weeks, then we are okay to take them on as a client, but we do need to know that they do have a POA in place, or working to get one. And if they don't have an estate attorney, we do have a very robust referral list where we can refer some attorneys to them to speak with, to try to get their estate documents in order. And that would also include a medical power of attorney. Typically, when someone goes to an attorney to get their POA done, they're also, making sure that their wills are up to date and their medical POAs are also completed.
Yeah, and the certification of the people working with the clients, Doug is asking, you shared with us that you are an attorney. What certifications are all of the representatives working with the clients? Do they have an attorney license as well, or what are their credentials?
Right. So myself included, and we do happen to have another attorney that works at Everyday Money Management. We are not on staff as attorneys. We are working as daily money managers, and that's what our insurance covers us for. We have on our staff, and other daily money managers in the profession might be CPAs, or might have some financial planning background or business background. All of the daily money managers on our staff are all professionals who have some financial basis to be able to perform this job, but also are very passionate about working with people and helping them stay organized, and who can pay attention to detail, and who can be very empathetic, and really wanting to do this kind of work. But their backgrounds really vary. There's no certification that anyone needs to have to be a daily money manager. We're not a regulated industry. But there are some certification. There is a certification that you can get, and I'll mention that in a few minutes when I talk about looking for a daily money manager, what to look for. So when to call EMM or any daily money manager. So someone might want to call for help when they're overwhelmed with their paperwork. There's oftentimes, someone may be unable to physically, or just emotionally or mentally unable to open up their mail or pay their bills and keep on top of their tax documentation. You might be worried about overspending. As I mentioned, we do track income and expenses, and if the client wants us to, and they may have a lot of income but may not know where the money's going. And so we can help them with knowing where their money's going, and then create a budget, or advise them as to where they could cut back on spending. They might be fearful of scams. Unfortunately, a lot of our clients are worried about being scammed, and as they should be. There are so many scams that are happening out there right now. They may be a victim of a scam, in which case we can help them. If they've lost some money, we can be in touch with a bank. If they see that their credit card has been abused, we might be able to call and get their money back from a credit card purchase that they didn't do. Unfortunately, and there's a whole amount of scams out there that really deserve its own topic. But there was just an article in the Washington Post not long ago, a series of conversations about someone who lost $600,000 of their savings because they thought they were helping an FBI agent. And unfortunately, it was a scammer, and she gave them all of her life savings. There's these grandparent scams going on where someone might call in and say, and they found this information about, for example, a grandchild through Facebook. And they might say that grandchild was in an accident or is in jail, and they need money sent to a certain place, and don't tell anybody. That's one of those flags that that it could be a scam if someone ever says, don't tell anyone. So if someone is fearful of being scammed, that is, or if they have been scammed, that's one of those times when they might want to think about calling a daily money manager. And also, if there's some stressful situations going on with family members, there are times when there is disagreement among siblings, for example, about who is spending money or what's happening with the family's estate. And sometimes it really helps to bring in a neutral third party, like a daily money manager. We're very transparent. After all of our meetings, we write up what was done at that meeting. We can provide data to the family if the client has given us permission to talk with them. And that could help alleviate some of the stress that goes on in a family situations. So what are some red flags that someone may need some help? So here is just a list of some things that might be happening that you might notice. A caregiver might notice, someone from Visiting Angels, or any professionals who are working with someone might see that or know that someone is repeating themselves in conversations. Someone may not be remembering to take medication, or they may get lost on their way to some familiar place. They may have some difficulty with household tasks, or insist that certain things in a house stay exactly the same way. These are all some of the red flags that show that someone may have some cognitive impairments, some anxiety, distress, that might suggest that a daily money manager would be helpful. Okay, so if someone is interested in hiring a daily money manager, what should they look for? So most daily money managers are sole practitioners. They're great daily money managers. They work on their own. They might have someone who helps in their office, or a daily money manager is going to be part of a firm like I am, and part of Everyday Money Management. The advantages of hiring a firm is that if your daily money manager is sick or on vacation and isn't able to manage a particular task, then there's always somebody else available in that firm to cover and help step in. The other advantage with a firm is that there is a wide breadth of knowledge. So you had asked about someone helping with all of those tasks. And while all of our daily money managers are capable with helping with most everything that I said, if there is an issue that has come up that they haven't dealt with before, they need some help with, it's very easy to turn to any of the other daily money managers in our firm and ask for some guidance and some assistance. You had asked about being certified. So there is a certification process that is administered by ADAM. ADAM is as mentioned, is the American Association of Daily Money Managers. That's our national organization. And for someone to become certified, they have to show that they have and document that they had 1,500 hours of direct client contact and work in daily money management field, and also pass an exam. And if they want to stay certified, then they need to undertake continuing education credits and document credits in certain areas to continue their certification. Not a lot of daily money managers become certified. It's not required. It's just another indicator about whether or not someone is experienced and as a daily money manager and is serious about keeping up their education in that field. You also might want to ask a potential daily money manager if they follow certain security protocols and if they do a background check. If you are a member of ADAM, then that's required as part of being your membership is to do a background check. We also do background checks on our employees, whether they're members of ADAM or not. We also follow certain security protocols, as I had mentioned. We keep our clients' passwords in LastPass. We have secure computers that our daily money managers use. We have a secure vault, digital filing system vault. And so you might want, you'd want to ask them what other kind of securities protocols a daily money manager faces before hiring them. And if they do have employees, whether or not they're bonded and insured, as I mentioned, all of the employees at DMM are bonded and insured. And then what kind of background they have and what kind of training they undergo. We do a very rigorous training process for our daily money managers. We use a system called Lessonly, where we've documented different ways and policies and procedures that we'd like them to follow. And they go through that training process. And then we also have them shadow our new employees, shadow our experienced daily money managers by visiting them with clients, going to their homes, and watching what they do in that back office work, if they're creating a budget or if they're documenting income expenses, filling out that whole life list. We're having our employees watch them and then do themselves. So we have our daily money managers go through a rigorous training process, and that training is ongoing. We continually assign lessons for them to take, and we bring speakers in, and we encourage them to do webinars so that they are all very well situated to help clients. Well, that's actually all I had. I ran through it a bit quickly. I'm happy to, if anyone has any questions or would like to reach out, I'm happy to talk to anyone about our services. It's great partnering with Visiting Angels. We appreciate all the services that they provide. And, I'm happy if anyone needs help with the whole life list or in any way, please reach out. I'll leave up our information here for anyone to contact me. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Sharon. And if you have questions, ladies and gentlemen, you still have chance. You still have time to put them down here. Anyway, I just like to again give the floor to Barbara if she has something of thoughts or ideas or follow up here. But before we do that, I just like to inform everybody that we are giving the link to the replay of this presentation after we upload it via YouTube. Of course, we'll be sending the link via email, and it will come with the PDF of the presentation of this session as well. All right. So just stay tuned via email. Watch out. All right, Barbara, floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Let's give, go to your react button there and let's give her some praise and thanks for a great presentation. This is a wealth of information, no pun intended with money management, but this is a wealth. Sharon, we know you're very good at what you do. Your organization, I've known the owner of this company for many, 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 many years. So I highly recommend it. I have family members that have personally used it. I myself, and there's no age on this. Everybody has finances. Everybody has money. So, God has blessed you with funds. So let's take and use it wisely. And sometimes you need a little bit of help and there's nothing wrong with that. I know that you have signed up for this, but if you want quick, before you get that email, take a picture of Sharon's information. I would encourage you to go to the website or email Sharon, and she will send you the list of the monthly. Make sure you sign up for that. And let's make a New Year's resolution to get your money under control, manage it. It gives you peace of mind. Money does not buy you happiness. All it does is buy you choices. And you want to make sure you make good choices with this. So please take advantage of what we have offered here today. Again, Sharon, I think you've done a great job. Just to share a little bit of how we work with what everyday money management is. Visiting Angels, we are a home care provider, and we provide care for people in their homes. And as Sharon stated earlier, we're looking at options. We also can go into facilities to assist because we all know that people don't necessarily have enough staff in some of the facilities. We know that people probably thrive more in their own homes and their own environment. So if you're coming to a point in your life where you're having to make decisions either for yourself or for family members, please, please, please reach out to us and let us help you make decisions and look at your options and how we can help provide care for your loved ones or yourself in your own home, in your own environment, where you can be independent but still have a little bit of assistance. So with the activities of daily life, personal care, showering, meal preparation, linens, taking your sheets off and putting fresh sheets on, which I love, makes you feel real good, doing your laundry, meal preparation, taking you to doctor's appointments. Maybe some of you are suffering with treatments for maybe some, chemo or maybe some dialysis and things like that. You get wiped out and you don't have enough energy when you come home. So visiting angels are here to help provide. We have a minimum of 4 hours per session. And on an average, we probably do about 20 hours per week because everybody eats and gets dressed and gets up at least every day. So that would be something during the week. And then if you need help on the weekends, we can provide that as well. Sometimes family members can help out with that, but let us take the burden off of that. And fall risk is really high right now with the ice and snow. So please reach out. Dexter, if you don't mind throwing in the Visiting Angels point of contact into the chat, I would encourage you to copy the chat if you wanted to get some of the questions. Just go ahead and click on the chat, right click it and hit select all. You can drop it into a Word document and then you can print it off and you can keep the questions there and at least the contacts that you have. Dexter put the phone number in. Go ahead and put the website in. If you could put
Yep,
our
it's
website in, that
there.
would be great too.
I'll put the website. And also, Barbara, we have a participant here, a viewer, who's raising her hand. So I'm talking about Jennifer here. And Jennifer, I will allow you to talk. And if you could just unmute and if you have something to ask, now would be a perfect time.
Yeah, if you can put your camera on, we love to see our pretty faces.
All right, wait. She disappeared.
Did we lose her?
I think so. I think
Maybe
so.
she'll
She
jump back
disappeared.
on. We'll keep talking.
Yeah, let's see. I'll let you know if she jumps back in. Here's a message from Maylin. Thank you, Sharon, for opening up my mind to the possibilities of extended care and responsibilities. All helpful.
You're very welcome.
And just to let you know a little bit more about Visiting Angels, we cover the areas of Montgomery County. We also do Prince George's County, Anne Arundel County over in the Edgewater area. And we also provide care in the DC area. So we have 4 different franchises. So we pretty much cover the DMV. We don't go into Northern Virginia, but we can help you out in those areas. So please, if you know someone, if you see something, say something. Someone might have a neighbor, somebody at church. We also do presentations to help, educate people about this. Another thing I want to throw out there, we're also looking for caregivers. So if you know of anyone that has a CNA license or an HHA license, which is a home health care aide for the DC area, we are looking for good people, and recommendations, word of mouth are the best way. So please share that with you, share it with your congregation, your neighbors. Help us to help you, and thank you very much. Did Jennifer jump back on? Oh, not at this time. Sharon, is there anything else that you thought of after our conversation that maybe you forgot to mention, or if you want to share any more?
No, I just want to thank everybody and thank you for the opportunity to let everyone know about everyday money management and about daily money managers. We are, it's a great profession. We like to help people. We like to spread the word. So, please, if anyone thinks of anyone that could use our services, I'm happy to have a conversation about it. Just reach out and we'll talk.
That's awesome. And then Dexter, we have, I think you mentioned about our next month's coffee chat. Do you want to give a little bit of a preview on that about Encore? People, please listen up on this. This one's exciting. It's a little different than what we normally present, but it's going to be exciting. So tune in. So give a little bit of info on that.
All right. So about our next coffee chat, it's fun. Actually, it's about community singing. All right. So it's healthy aging through community singing. And even if you're a beginner or this is something you haven't done, whether you've done any hobby like this, or you're just starting out getting involved with community singing and the benefits of it, that's the exciting topic. And I've inserted the link in the chat box if you guys, ladies and gentlemen, would like to register early. Okay. I had no idea this kind of thing, existed. But yeah, if
It
you
is.
have any, experience, Barbara, please do share.
It supports the endorphins. I mean, whether you sing in the shower, whether you sing in the car, everybody should sing. I don't care if you can carry a tune. I'll be honest with you, that's why I have a day job. But if you're singing for joy, it lifts your heart, it lifts the endorphins, and just kind of takes you in a different presence of mind. So please, everyone, join us. The name of the company is Encore, Encore. You can Google it, check out their website, but please sign up for it. You won't be sorry. You're going to be enlightened, and you're going to learn a lot about it, and share it with your friends and neighbors and your coworkers. So we thank you for joining us today. We're done a little bit early, so that way you get a little extra break there. You can have a second cup of coffee and just kind of relish what you gathered here today. Sharon, if you don't mind, just go ahead and throw up your contact information at the end of your presentation again. If you don't mind, make sure everybody can grab that at the very end.
Yeah,
And,
sure. Let's see.
yeah. Well,
All right, I may have to just, I'm just going to scroll through for a
That's
second.
okay. We get a quick review there. That'll be
Okay.
great. Some real good information there, people. So please take this information, tell someone about it. Might be for you, might not be for you, but who can you share this with to help make a difference? And please mention Visiting Angels when you call Everyday Money Management. That way they know that you were part of this presentation. So a lot of thumbs up, a lot of hearts. Thank you again. And
Thank
this is
you.
a hump day. Everybody have a great day. 2 days till Friday. Get your boots on, your golf shoes to make sure you don't fall on the ice. Get them spikes in there. If you're local, Commanders are playing on Saturday. I'm a little football fan here. So good luck to them. I know the Ravens won too. They beat my Steelers. I'm not happy about that, but that's all right. Don't hold that against me. I gotta throw it out there.
Good day, everyone. Thank you
All right,
very
thank
much,
you.
Sharon. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Sharon.
Thank you.
See ya. Third Wednesday, guys. Ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen.
Third Wednesday
Third
of every
Wednesday.
month.
At Visiting Angels, we're committed to enriching the lives of elders and their significant others. Our monthly coffee chat sessions aim to make your lives easier and better by providing quality information from our expert panelists. We're here to elevate your quality of life, offer practical wisdom, and ensure you have access to valuable insights. See you again next third Wednesday of the month.